How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another show. And this is You Made Roscoe. And guess who's Roscoe? This guy right here. That's me. And today's show, I got the crew in the building once again. I love these days. I'm going to say that every time. But I got, even though I don't know if the viewing audience could see all five of us because there's five of us on. But for me, I can only see four of us until the fifth person starts speaking. But of course, there's me. I got Sale in the building. I got my man APOC in the building, aka Jovi Shinobi. I got Peeps in the building, and I got my man Silk Threadz in the building. What up with it, guys?
What's up?
Everybody.
And we're all here today to check out a comedian. His name is Tim Minchin. We'll be checking out a particular segment of a show that he had. This one is called Not Perfect. So we'll be checking this out. Before we do that, I do want to ask for anybody who hasn't already that they please subscribe to the channel and also make sure you hit the notification bell. That way you'll be reminded of any time any future shows are being published. And because I want to just make sure that we have enough time for all of us to get our thing in, we're going to go ahead and start this thing now.
This is a song about that feeling I think we all get sometimes, where you feel like you're the smallest doll in a babushka doll. This is my earth, and I live in it. It's 1/3 dirt and 2/3 water, and it rotates and revolves through space at rather an impressive pace, and never even messes up my hair. And here's a really weird thing: the force created by its spin is the force that stops the chaos flooding in. This is my earth, and it's fine. It's where I spend the vast majority of my time. It's not perfect, but it's mine. It's not perfect. This is my country, and I live in it. It's pretty big and nice to walk on, and the bloke who runs my country has built a demagoguery and taught us to be fearful and boring. And the weirdest thing is that he is conservative of politics, but really rather radical of eyebrows. This is my country, and
I'm gonna just stop it for a second, because just because I have to, give the pauses in there for a second. But does anybody have anything that they want to add, or any points that they want to make about anything that we've heard up to this point?
Uh, mm,
No, go ahead, Sale. If you got something you want to throw out there, go ahead.
I'm not big on politics. I know a little something, so I'm kind of like, where is he from?
He's Australian. He's
So he's talking about his Australian government.
right. So he's from Melbourne,
I
Australia.
guess it's kind of hard for me to try to follow him because I don't know nothing about the Australian government. So I don't know exactly who he's talking about or X, Y, and Z, but the crowd seemed to be laughing. So I don't know. I'm trying.
Yeah. No, you pointed out, just I'm gonna say this real quick. But you pointed out though one thing that I just don't have enough context about what he's talking about to be able to know whether or not it's if it's funny, or so I think the missing context You know what I mean? Or having more context would add more to this for me. But Joey, what you got to say?
He's supposed to be a comedian.
Stop that. Be respectful, brother.
Should I? I can't speak freely.
No. Of course you can speak freely.
I just got 2 points. Anytime I see a male, a grown adult male with mascara and unkept hair, that's already comedy off the rip. But he's talking about whoever the prime minister of his country is, talking about he's built a demagoguery. Isn't that what all politicians do? Try to speak to the common man? It doesn't make any sense. You're not supposed to appease to the rich or the poor. You're supposed to find a happy medium, and that's where your politics are supposed to be. And so I don't know who he thinks this politician. I'm like Marcel, like who is he talking to? What is the political fervor of this country? You're supposed to try to talk to the average man. That's who you're supposed to appeal to, because that's the majority of the people.
Right.
He's kind of oxymoronic, and I don't know if he's doing it on purpose or not. It's just weird.
Yeah. Sale, not Sale, but Peeps. I'm sorry. Anything you want to toss in there?
This is just a different form of comedy. I am enjoying his voice and him playing the piano though.
Yeah. Silky, where you at?
Oh snap! I kind of dig this type of like comedy. It's almost like the one dude, Bo Durham. He's another comedian that sings his comedy skits. I think I was more. It was more funny when I was relating to when he was talking about the Earth. So, because in a weird way, he was like, "Hey, made fun of the globals, and then he made fun of the flat earthers too." So he was pretty balanced in that first part. But like I said, not too familiar with the political climate of Australia, but I guess the prime minister has some very crazy looking eyebrows.
Yeah.
If any at all, I guess.
Yeah, no. I'm glad you was able to extrapolate that much,
Yeah, in my head, I'm thinking like, what's that? What's your boy name? Harry Potter. What's the Voldemort? He got no eyebrows, no hair. Prime Minister look like Voldemort or something.
Yeah, no, we gonna keep this going, man. Oh man.
But really wrong.
Let me push it back a tick so you don't miss a word here and there. Let's do that.
Conservative of politics, but really rather radical of eyebrows. This is my country, and it's fine. It's where I spend the vast majority of my time. It's not perfect, but it's mine. It's not perfect. This is my house, and I live in it. It's made of cracks and photographs. We rented off a guy who bought it from a guy who bought it from a guy whose granddad left it to him. And the weirdest thing is that this house has locks to keep the baddies out, but they're mostly used to lock ourselves in. This is my house, and it's fine. It's where I spend the vast majority of my time. It's not perfect, but it's mine. It's not perfect, but it's mine.
I will say this real quick. Like,
like his voice.
His musical talent is like A1. You know what I mean? I'm really digging if I take away the comedic aspect of it. I mean, he's smashing it on the piano for one. But yeah, no, he sounds good. He doesn't sound bad at all. You know, like if I'm just taking that part of it in, that's pretty dope to me. And when you add it back all together, like I do think, just like with Silk, he mentioned some other comedians who have done this. One of the funnier ones that I could think of right off the top of my head is when King John was doing this, like in his early comedy days before he got off into movies. But he did a lot of this, like incorporating the music into the comedy. But anything anybody else want to add in there before we continue?
I do.
Yeah, keep it short, Jovi.
the part where he's talking about his house and where he spent all his time there, and his father bought it from somebody who bought it from somebody. He stopped short because he didn't go into the full history of the land that was actually murdered for from the Aboriginal who owned the land before they even put a house there. I just wanted to say that part.
Right.
Leave out the history of Australia.
like you have to add the whole history. You have to add the whole history.
The Aboriginals that built the house for his grandfather.
That built the house, that owned the land before they was ever able to sell it and pass it down to him. I just want to add that part.
No, that was a necessary part to add. Very necessary part to add.
There's some dead Aboriginal somewhere
Used to be mine.
who was murdered for that land to build that house. That's all I wanted to say.
Right. Anybody else? Peeps?
No, we can keep it going. I'll save it to the end.
All right. Sale, what about you?
I'm with Peeps.
Okay. All right, let's do it.
This is my body, and I live in it. It's 31 and 6 months old. It's changed a lot since it was new. It's done stuff it wasn't built to do. I often try to fill it up with wine. And the weirdest thing about it is I spend so much time hating it, but it never says a bad word about me. This is my body and it's fine. It's where I spend the vast majority of my time. It's not perfect, but it's mine. It's not perfect. This is my brain, and I live in it. It's made of love and bad song lyrics. It's tucked away behind my eyes, where all my screwed up thoughts can hide. 'Cause God forbid I hurt somebody. And the weirdest thing about a mind is that every answer that you find is the basis of a brand new cliche. This is my brain, and it's fine. It's where I spend the vast majority of my time. It's not perfect, but it's mine. It's not.
Yeah, I know we almost at the end of it. I'm gonna just push it back a little bit so we could conclude what he's doing and we could give our assessment. So let's do that.
It's fine. It's where I spend the vast majority of my time. It's not perfect, but it's mine. It's not perfect, but it's mine. It's not perfect. I'm not quite sure I've worked out how to work it. It's not perfect, but it's mine.
All right, ladies and gents, let's stop that. Okay. And that was not perfect. That's funny. That was not perfect by Tim Minchin. Fellas, I'm gonna start off with you peeps. And what did you think?
A couple of things. He looks like a hybrid of the guy from Perfect Strangers and Beetlejuice. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if anybody picked up on that, but he looks like a hybrid between those two characters. Two, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Was it funny? I chuckled here or there, but the overall premise of his message of things not being perfect, but hell, it is what it is, and you make do with what you got. I definitely feel it because I feel that same way about life. You're not going to be helped given the best cards. You just do what you can with what you got. So I appreciate the message. He got a great voice. Maybe he should do more music. I mean, I was thinking like this song makes more sense than that 90s song. I know y'all done heard of that song.
Daddy's
That song
little
makes no
girl.
fucking sense. I love it, but it makes no fucking sense. He makes more sense than that song. So
You talking about Daddy's Little Girl by Nikki D, right?
No, that's what.
Bob's Diner.
Yeah,
Rob's Diner.
yeah.
Rob's Diner.
Yeah,
Bob's
I mean it's the same beat that you're talking about, Joe. But yeah, the original would have been the one they speaking of. So, and now that we on you, Jovi, what was your thoughts in short? Because I know we got like 7 minutes and some change left. So,
I just concluded that he likes the astroplane because he spends the vast majority of his time in his body and his brain. So some of that time is spent elsewhere. I thought we spent all of our time in our bodies and in our brain. But he also admitted he was a psychopath. He said all his crazy thoughts are behind his eyes and the things that he wants to do to hurt people. This guy's crazy. He needs to be in a rubber room. That's all I got to say. Lock him up.
no, I think the same could be said for a lot of us. But Silk, what you got to say, bro?
It wasn't perfect, but the piano was fine. I'm just gonna leave it brief like that. It wasn't. It had chuckle moments, but the message was there. You know, I'm crazy as shit. You know, and these the things that's going on and what I think about. And do you relate with me? And if not, it's fine. You know.
Yeah, yeah. Sarah, what you got?
I got three things. I'm with what everybody else said. Had his little moments. I still don't 100% get what he's getting at. All I could think of is maybe his country is fucked up. But at the end of the day, it's his home. It's it. It's where he's at. It is what it is. You take the good with the bad. Or I'm guessing. Number two, don't he remind you of what was that pop commercial? And they open up the can of pop and no dude pop out talking about sweet.
Little sweet.
Oh,
Like little sweet.
Yeah, that look like him. Just a little bit. And third, please don't kill me in the comics, but he looked like one of them old ass dolls that somebody done played with, was just poking out the hairs in the front, because you see how his hairline go to but
you clown.
but good voice, good piano skills. Not really follow him. I might look out for a few more of his stuff. Maybe I can relate a little bit more, but I'm with Peeps, man. He got a voice, man. I'm more in tune with his than anything else. But that's all I got.
I could dig Joe, it seemed like you had something else you wanted to
Yeah, I had my hand up.
add.
I just I just wanted to piggyback off of Marcel. He was just talking about the earth at large, and he's actually shrinking himself to his body and his mind because he starts
Okay.
out talking about the earth, then his country, then his body and his mind, and so he's just basically condensing who he is as a person
Okay.
and
That
how
makes sense.
everything is fine. The planet is fine, his country, his body, his mind. You know,
Got it.
he's going
Got it.
down to a minuscule level, if you will. He probably
Okay.
would have went subatomic if he had more time.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I like how you put that in the capsule. I like how you did that. Me, I'm kind of where y'all at for the most part. Musically, I was able to get this. I think this would have, if you would have take the comedy aspect out of it, it becomes more, it becomes a little more impactful. But I also do want to add that because we're not familiar with the political climate going on there, that's what took some of the context away. There were some things like we just wouldn't be able to get unless we were kind of there and involved in Australian politics and what have you. So um, beyond that, though, I did enjoy the musical aspect of it, and I do like for any artist to actually have something to say in their art as opposed to fluffing. He does represent that to me at the very least, so I can respect that part of it. But yeah, no, and it we'll definitely end up checking out more of him. I do want to get a better understanding of him. But I think some of that, like I said, is taken away just because we're not there, So um, I think that's about all I can say about it. But if I had to give it, because we do the thumbs up, thumbs down thing, I'm gonna do that, let my green thumb just kind of hang off to the side. It's not really down, but and everybody else is kind of not showing a thumb. So, but I guess we'll have to just investigate more into just his comedic and musical catalog, I suppose, to get a better understanding at the end of the day. So um, I think that's about it. What we got here, like a minute and some change. So
Put y'all's reactions up. Is it thumbs up or a
yeah,
thumbs
yeah, yeah,
down?
yeah. Yeah, throw
Put
it,
your
throw a
put
butt. Yeah. Yeah, we gonna get up out of here, man. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the share button, hit the playlist option. You'll pick the one name. There's a whole playlist of comedy stuff you could check out. I have playlists for other things as well, so make sure you check out all of that stuff. The Cash App is on the screen, $ you made Roscoe. The PayPal, even though I kind of scribbled over it because we were such in a rush to get everybody in there, it's right there, PayPal at you made Roscoe. For those who like to show their support or appreciation for the work being done on the page. And that's about it. I love having my guys on here. As we go, we'll try to get more of this happening to where we can get, a good group of us on the show. But we're gonna end it. We're gonna end it. Let's see. We got less than a minute, so I don't have time to let y'all say y'all salutations. All I want to do say to everybody else out there is be safe and be good.